Can I just ask you about Big Gabby and how important he's become? What changes has he made this season to become such a key part of the team?
I think again consistency. Obviously, he has improved a lot of areas of his game, and he's still developing in many areas. But he's becoming a real leader in the team. I think his partnerships with Will has been exceptional. His understanding as well with the other partners that he has is getting better and better. And he's a player with a huge ambition. You know that now he's settled. His language is better. Now he's found his place in the team, at the club, in the country. And now it's in a real good moment in terms of his maturity, in terms of football, but as well the stability that he needed in his personal life.
That stability must have been quite hard when he arrived, because he didn't speak English during COVID, couldn't live life the way you normally would.
There were a lot of things that were missing there for him to have the level that he needed, but he's found that. You know, I think he's been, since the day he enjoyed really good, but probably in this season the moments that he's been exceptional, and especially because he's been really consistent, and that's what you ask your centre backs to be.
I'm just asking about Bukayo. I mean, over the last 2 weeks he's had all the praise from England, and he's been sort of almost hyped up to the skies in the last few weeks. Are you at all worried about him being able to handle all the hype that is now surrounding him?
He does in a really natural way. He had moments that it was the opposite as well, and he's going to have to deal with that. He's going to have to deal with the expectations on the media, with attention on the pitch. When you want to fulfill a role like the one that he's got at the moment, you need to be capable to do that. We have to help him. So don't read too much. Don't read too much. Don't listen too much. Just focus on what you have to do every day here. That's it.
But is it difficult when he's almost becoming the sort of superstar of the club and the focus of?
We don't know if he's aware of that. We don't know how much he reads, how much we allow him to read, how much we allow him to hear that, you know. And we always have the stick ready. Don't worry.
But he seems such a level-headed kid. I mean, obviously, when we speak to him, he always seems very much down to earth and not getting caught up. Is that how he is?
He's like this. He's so humble. He's very intelligent. He knows this where it's coming from, and you know that it's like a cloud. It's here at the moment, and tomorrow can be there. So keep moving in the right direction. Make sure that the sun hits you in the right moment, and you are with the right energy. Your eyes are open, and be alert, because this industry is very tough.
But at 21 years old, I mean, you look at it, and the sky's almost the limit of what he can achieve if he carries on this trajectory.
We don't know. He has still a lot of things to improve, you know, and a lot of things to maintain that he's been able to maintain for 6-7 months in a competition before he wasn't able to do that. So he needs to continue to maintain those things and elevate the level of other things that he can still do better.
What does he need to improve then?
Sorry?
What does he need to improve?
A few things, obviously. I don't want to say here what he needs to improve.
Thank you.
Tony?
Hi, Mikel, just following on from what Mark said, is he essentially just still the same kid that he was when you first came to the club then?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the way he talks to people, the way he talks to the chef, the way he talks to the people at the entrance, at the gates, you know, how he behaves every single day, how he treats people. It's just, that's how he is. He's been raised like that. When you speak to his parents and you know them, and his brother, they are like this, and he's been raised in that environment, and make sure he keeps like that, because it's been really positive for him.
Next.
Mikel, just on a wider note, Jack Wilshire's under-18s got a massive game on Tuesday. How impressed have you been with the under-18s this season, and which players in particular have caught your eye?
I cannot say one or two particular names. I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with Jack and the coaching staff for what they've been doing. They seem to enjoy every second of what they are doing. We need to produce more talent. We want to continue to praise the qualities that we have at the club and promote that, and I think they're doing an exceptional work there.
And will you be there to cheer them on?
I will try to be there, yes.
Hi Mikel, there's a lot of title winners in this club's history. There's photographs of a few of them on the walls here. Would you ever consider, or have you even considered, bringing any of them in to talk to the players in these final few weeks about what they need to do to see this over the line? You know, any sort of words of wisdom they can pass on just to inspire them purely? Is that something you consider or have considered?
All the options are open.
Dan?
That's all I can say.
Mikel, one thing that's been noticeable from the outside with Bukayo is your approach when talking about him. You never seem to, with us, it always seems like you're setting him another challenge and challenging him to get better, whereas maybe with other players you're happy to kind of talk about how well they're doing. I just wonder why you think that works with him. What is it that you see in his character that you sense that's the best way to communicate about him? And you said you sense the shift. Do you see him responding to those challenges that you set him?
He does constantly, every single day. And because I'm a really young coach, but I have two coaches that they've been in some different sport for 50 years. And one day I asked them one question. He said, have you ever coached a player that has fulfilled, in your opinion, his potential? And the answer of 5 of them was no. And you're talking there about Michael Jordans and people like that, they could still get better. So everybody can get better. An athlete can always improve. There are areas that can always be done better. And for sure, if that's the case, Bukayo can do a lot of things much better still.
But there's obviously certain players react to different styles of management, and you seem to be someone who's quite hard on him, at least to us. Not in an aggressive way, but constantly telling him he needs to get better. Mm. What is it about his character that tells you that that's the way what he'll respond to?
It's not only me; it's all the coaches as well. It's his teammates, it's the people around him. We have a role that we have to tell them what we see. And especially with a very clear direction that what we want him to be in 1 month, in 3, in 6, in 12, and that has to be respected and has to be thought about it, and he needs to recognize that, and it's just a joy to work with him. That's it.
And just final question on William Saliba. In terms of the options for you between now and the end of the season, is it something that you could manage with injections, or is surgery off the table? What are the options, and what are the options?
Hopefully that we get the right load for him, the right amount of rest that he needs while we are keeping him active, and the pain starts to go away, and we are more comfortable with the images that we have of him, that we can start to take him to the pitch and start to do certain activities with him. That's it.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
See you tomorrow.